Hey, beautiful humans. Eric Allman here, men's alignment coach. And in this transmission, I want to discuss with you the idea that the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. And, the title for this video is The Way You Take Out the Trash is the Way You Make Love to Your Partner. And I really wanted to maybe polarize some of you, but also to juxtapose some really heavy pieces. One is taking out the trash. And oftentimes we look at that as like a throwaway type of action, doesn't need to be done, maybe with a lot of integrity. But the way our body will react to us doing that really haphazardly and maybe dripping a little trash or not cleaning out the trash can, not tucking the bag in right or whatever, the difference between that and really paying full attention to what we're doing and being aware of, is there stuff in the trash that should not be in there, and making sure we clean up around the trash can and really do a thorough job, and also practice bringing our focus to what we're doing, really applying our focus to the task at hand and being present with that task, being present with the walk out to the trash can and just feeling it all. So really making that part of your practice. When you do those things with all of your integrity and being fully present, focused, and honoring the task at hand, it creates such a difference in the message that you imprint in your own nervous system, in your own body, as you make these micro agreements to take the trash out or to, let's say, wash the dishes. And you're thinking about the next thing and you're just glazing through it and doing like a passable job. You're telling yourself the story that that's what I do. When I'm doing something, I just do enough to get by. But when you bring your full attention and your full focus and you honor the task at hand, you tell your body and your nervous system and all the parts of you, this is what we do. When we're doing something, we are fully, deeply present. We're bringing our presence, we're bringing our focus, and we're honoring the task. So when I say that taking out the trash, the way in which you take out the trash is the way in which you make love to your partner, there's a large truth there. And that truth is that a lot of what you're doing is unconscious. So by creating habits and doing the small things consciously, with your focus and with your honor and with your full attention, that becomes a part of who you are and a part of how you do everything. And so on top of that, and this is specifically for the partners out there, people in relationships who identify as more masculine than feminine. If you're trying to cultivate polarity inside of your relationship, even if it's just for a moment, your feminine partners will notice and they'll pick up on how you do the small things. And they will see and take note of how meticulous you are, how focused you are, how much honor you bring, how much dignity you bring, how much integrity you hold, based not just on the big things, but on the small things. So that when the big things come up, she will have more or less trust on you based on all of the little micro actions you've taken or not taken. For example, if you say, oh, I'm going to wash the dishes after dinner, and 3 hours later, she is in the kitchen and the dishes aren't done yet, she may take that on as, he is not as trustworthy as maybe I thought, or maybe I can't quite trust that he's going to do exactly what he says he's going to do when he said he's going to do it. And this doesn't just show up in our intimate relationships. It shows up with our clients. It shows up with our kids. It shows up with ourselves. So let me know down in the comments If you notice a difference in the way you do small tasks and fulfill small agreements, like taking out the trash, if you notice a difference between that and the bigger things, like showing up to pick up your kids from school, and let me know if that is a thing for you, and if there's a way, if there's room for you to grow in that area. And for those of you men who are watching this and you desire to be a man who holds deeper integrity, who can hold more focus and honor on what he's doing so that he can show up that way in all areas of his life, send me a message. I would love to have a discussion with you about a few different options and ways in which I'm currently helping men become more trustworthy, more powerful, more confident in themselves, and ultimately through all of that, more desirable to attract in a partner that they want to attract. Because that's another piece here is if you're a man who's single and you desire to be in a relationship, you have to start being the man now that you want to be in relationship so that you attract the partner, whether that be a man or a woman, who can meet you in that space. And when you're like a slob now and you're out of integrity and all these little agreements, but you have the full intention of getting into integrity and being a great man in a relationship, well, you're going to attract somebody who meets you in the slob space. And then you're going to be trying to transform and change that and doing all of this work that is just fully out of alignment versus just being the man right now who you anticipate and would like to show up as in relationship. So all this work, this intimacy work and this polarity work isn't just for men who are in relationships. It's just as important, like 100% just as important for men who are single and would like to have a family or like to have a partner or like to have a committed relationship or even any type of relationship. Becoming the man now who you would like to show up as in relation is a way in which you can get into deeper integrity and alignment with yourself right now. So once again, brothers, I'm Eric, men's alignment coach. If you would like to be supported in becoming more trustworthy, more confident in yourself and more powerful, send me a message. There's a few different ways that we could work together and a few ways you could be supported. You don't have to do it alone. You don't have to do it alone. All right. Have a beautiful day.